I also had heard that off camera he defeated the world champion.
Omega?
Kenny Omega. Wow, brain fart. My bad. Wow. He defeated Kenny Omega for the world title off camera. I don't know how they did it, but I'm guessing there was obviously some interferences.
You can find a video of Kenny Omega wrestling an 8-year-old girl from Japan.
Really?
Oh yeah, he bumped really hard for her.
Wow.
It was very entertaining. He wrestled a blow-up doll in Japan.
Huh.
You said it's Kenny Omega. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't get to watch. I haven't watched it. I don't know if they even filmed it to put on YouTube or whatnot. I have no idea. I haven't checked it out yet. But
I'm pretty sure there's even a match of him wrestling an invisible person. I'm pretty sure on YouTube there's someone where there's a video of Kenny Omega wrestling someone that's invisible.
Interesting. But yeah, I thought it was nice.
Yep, there it is. Kenny Omega versus the Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man, okay. That makes sense.
Even Joey Janela did it, apparently.
But yeah, I thought it was cool. They allowed Brody Lee Jr. to win the title off camera. So that's cool.
It was. There, it's again good to see that they're doing something like that. You don't really hear that too much. And realistically, yes, we'll use this as an example. Yes, what Chris Benoit did was absolutely terrible. But the fact that WWE didn't do anything for his oldest son is a disgrace.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. And just because his last name's Benoit, that's just, yeah. I agree. You're making the kid pay for something that he didn't do, had nothing to do with. Yeah, I understand. I heard him talk about it with Chris Van Vliet in the past, and on camera. So, anyways, yeah, it's hopefully something comes around for the young man.
Yeah, hopefully. It would, they shouldn't hold.
Hey, you can edit this out. Hunter is nearby. Here in about a minute. You care if he says Happy New Year to our audience?
No, that's fine.
Okay. When he comes back, you can edit that part out. Me talking now, you can do. Okay, what you're saying, whatever. He's in the back. What?
I had to remember what I was going to say.
Oh, you said he's talking about Benoit.
Oh, well, it's horrible that the fact that WWE didn't take care of his older son.
Yeah.
His older son could have been given the same opportunities that AEW is doing with Brody Lee Jr. And they absolutely should have. But
my assumption is because they feel like, his last name's Benoit and it's putting a bad vibe on him, but they're making him pay for the sin of somebody else. I understand, what you're talking about, though.
Right. But still, it's not his oldest son didn't do it,
Yeah. Oh, no, I totally agree with you.
His oldest son just got lucky he wasn't there, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely. Very lucky he wasn't there. He was a kid, too, so it wasn't
exactly
fend for himself.
Right. He still had his mom, luckily, but it's something that I feel WWE should have done. With that said, one of the things they finally did is let Cody have the Rhodes name.
Yeah, that's by far. I mean, that's as it goes long. That Rhodes name goes a long ways back, and definitely should have already gave him that. But as the old saying goes, business is business in the eyes of a lot of people. So, yeah.
But what are they going to do with the Cody Rhodes name? Like, legit. They're not going to give it to anybody else.
No, I guess they feel like they can utilize it in some form or fashion. And of course, there's ego in that part too. I would have to assume by that. But as far as them, them using it for someone else's name, no, they're not. They can't. I mean, like, it would make sense. How about we go that way?
Right, it would
Yeah,
not make sense.
Take your name, but hey, we own that name, so you have to, wait. But yeah, it doesn't make any sense. But it's like a lot of them owning people's names, period, and the fashion they have is odd. But
That's WWE for you.
yeah,
They have to own everything. They're so greedy.
Let's go to something positive.
Let's see. What's something positive that happened this year? Well, Impact and AEW now have a working relationship, which is a nice little thing to have going on, actually, between a couple of wrestling companies.
Cool. It brings some ratings for Impact. It brings some more wrestlers in for Dynamite. Yeah. So I think it's something different. I mean, not totally different because it's not the first time it's ever happened.
It's not, but
it's cool, huh?
It shows that AEW believes in this whole idea that we can elevate everybody. And what I personally like about it is the fact that it means that the Good Brothers will be involved in AEW in some form of fashion.
Eventually, I think that will happen. I don't know if they're going to do what I don't think they should do, like a huge invasion angle as far as like what happened years ago with the invasion angle. But if they do something like that, it needs to be put together a whole lot different fashion. I think them working together and it's just a start of it too. So who knows what's going to happen even this coming up here with we could see a little bit more invasion, but in better fashion.
What I would like to see if they actually do that and do kind of like, I don't want to call it an invasion, but let's say it's an invasion because it's the easiest thing to go with. If they do that, I would like them to face off against Adam Page and the Dark Order.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Maybe something. Yeah, I've been hearing that Adam Page is kind of been close to Dark Order. I haven't really watched it. I watched Dynamite last.
They've had a couple tag teams. It's like the Dark Order. They're doing the same thing that they kind of did with Colt Cabana, where the Dark Order's trying to court Adam Page over.
Yeah.
Which I actually thought Adam Page and FTR belonged together in a way, but I'm okay with them being part of the Dark Order, especially if we can get like an Adam Page, Colt Cabana, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson versus like Kenny Omega, the Good Brothers, and somebody else. I forgot who Kenny Omega was kind of aligned to before when he turned heel, and I'm blanking on it. But if AEW can actually parlay this even to like New Japan and have a working relationship with New Japan, I mean, they potentially could have something available to them to kind of overtake WWE's power a little bit on the weekly shows.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say a takeover, but I'd say it'd be nice to elevate and bring some more names and bring some more viewers, especially for your hardcore wrestling fans. What I mean by hardcore wrestling fans is obviously mean the ones that are very deep into the business. Sometimes you have to elaborate on that, what the hardcore version I'm talking about. But I think it'd be, something like that has been done for quite a while. So I think it'd be nice to have New Japan coming in there too. Last time I remember New Japan being involved would be back in years ago in WCW. That would be the last time I seen that, unless I know about that. How about that word?
They had a working relationship a little bit with Impact. This was several years ago, and I can't remember who did the gimmick, but there was like a Green Hornet gimmick, and they brought over somebody from New Japan.
What year frame was that in?
I want to say like 2009.
I was watching back then, I think, too. But watching Impact back then. Or TNA or whatever.
It's like 2007, 2009. I can't remember. It was just the character. Man, this is going to make me feel really bad. I can't remember who it was. but there was a character that had kind of like and it was a Green Hornet character, and it's driving me nuts. I can't think of it.
That's all right. But yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool to have New Japan involved in there too. But they've already got New Japan involved too. Oh no! I think NWA, but they got some Japanese wrestlers that can also compete with them too. So I mean, they have a good setup there with AEW. And Impact with Impact, it would help them out too with getting more ratings. I mean, I know their highest rating show. It's on what network are they
on? Access TV.
Access TV, yeah, their highest rated show on Access TV. I think it'd be getting more ratings for them too, even more so. Gives more more for the brand. People watch more of the brand. And one other thing that happened for Impact this year that was really great was seeing Rich Swann win the world title. I was happy to see that, man. I was thrilled, man. That dude worked his butt off for so long to finally win a world title. I mean, of course, being positive, but I mean, they gave him the world title at their biggest show too. It says a lot. It means a lot. Big push for Rich Swann.
And they were able to get Eric Young. Before we jump a little bit, I had to look it up. It was 2011 that he portrayed that character. Kushka Hakata played a character that was based off of Kato from the Green Hornet series.
Oh, okay.
I was completely blanking.
I remember that one, but
if you remember D'Angelo De Niro, being the Pope, it's the same time frame.
Okay.
But with Impact, they got Rich Swann got the title, and we have Eric Young back at Impact as well, which thank God Impact we can do something decent with him.
Yeah, it's good to see him back. And then their feud, Rich Swann and Eric Young, was good. I enjoyed that. I didn't get to see the pay-per-view, but I did see some highlights from it, so it was good to see that. And I'm glad Rich Swann won the world title. Very well cool.
And Impact had something good going, had something good. Well, I should say had at this point, with EC3 showing up there and taunting Moose. They were able to get the Good Brothers to Impact. They got the Motor City Machine Guns back on Impact. They have Heath Slater from WWE on Impact. Kurt Hawkins is on Impact. I mean, they severely bumped up the roster. TJP is with Impact. They severely bumped up the roster at this point.
Yeah, they did. I'm really glad to see all that happen too. It was nice to see him bump up the roster. Hang on, but hey, I got a little guest here. My nephew Hunter. Hey, you want to come over and say Happy New Year? You want your phone back? All right, come here. Say Happy New Year. He said, Happy New Year. You lost my nephew, 8 years old. He's become a new wrestling fan. Let's get out of his wrestling ring for Christmas, AEW ring. He's playing with his WWE wrestlers. I think some AEW wrestlers here soon. But he's been big into wrestling for a little while. He's past his bedtime, too. But anyways.
Severely at this point.
He was asleep for a while. He woke back up. So he don't stay up this late. So everybody's listening. Why is he staying up so late? He was asleep for a while this weekend. So oh well. Anyway, sorry. Go back to what we were talking about.
So for people that don't know, at the time of the recording, we're actually now past midnight, near 1 o'clock in the morning. So
yeah, he don't stay up that late. So it's that's not his usual bedtime by far.
No.
He's staying up with his Uncle Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And he was asleep for a little while. He woke back up. So that's all.
But yeah, with Impact, man, they added some people to the roster. Now they did lose some people in the form of a couple members from the Rascals now going to WWE because WWE wants to sign everybody so no one can have anybody, and then cuts them when they need money. Go figure.
Yeah.
But at least Impact is doing something to further their reach, working with AEW. Speaking of the cuts, Rusev made it to AEW, and now is going by Miro as the best man. And Sting made a return to